My name is Ari Saareks, coming from HP Finland, where my responsibilities are around cloud. So I'm representing our cloud technologies. So in these sessions, I'm trying to explain what it means when we are talking about HP Converged Cloud as a vision and as a methodology. Then I'm showing you all HP cloud components, what kind of sizes they are having, how small they can be, what kind of environments and what kind of benefits you can do with those components. And at the end of this presentation, I'm showing you also how much money you need to have in order to start any kind of cloud things. So you might be surprised, but let's see. So I hope your day so far has been good and you have got at least some new information around virtualization and cloud technologies, and let's see if we are able to put some additional information at the top of that. So agenda today. So first I'm speaking about our vision, how we are seeing that the world is changing, and first of all, what are the main reasons what are driving the world in the direction it's going. Then I'm starting to talk about virtualization components, how we see it and what are the main components from HP. Then we will jump in this area, and some persons like to speak about cloud, but I'd like to speak about automation. What kind of automation you can have on the physical infrastructure and what can you put at the top of that so that you are changing this as a process-oriented service model. And if you have any questions, any comments, whatever, if you want to tell a joke or something like that, just stop me and we can discuss a bit more. So let's start. Those of you who were in this first morning session get by Marco, we're seeing this slide. And this is pretty much defining what are the key reasons why HP is developing our components and software pieces like we are doing. And there are several individual reasons behind of this story, but here are the main reasons. First of all, we know that we need to develop our components in a way that it makes possible to innovate more, meaning that if we are able to add some additional automation to some product, which is freeing up your time from the machine room, that's what we are calling innovation. And also we need to have environment in the future which is really flexible, meaning that maybe these two components are today creating me kind of web service and tomorrow I'm freeing it up and giving it for something else. And these are the main reasons why our software stacks are moving to certain direction. Then agility is of course one of the key reasons. So the changes are unpredictable. So most of the Finnish customers at least don't know how their business is doing tomorrow. And especially now when the economy is not so great, so everybody is trying to minimize the physical infrastructure, but still keep all doors open if there is a need for big extra capacity. And at the same time, of course, we need to somehow make it possible to spend less and get more. This is really nothing new. This has been very basic story around our products long time. But on the other hand, we can think it this way. So our vision is to enable model which makes it possible to utilize physical resources from wherever you want. It might be your internal data center, might be some public cloud, might be some managed cloud, or might be something else. And we are trying to provide all needed software stacks or glue between processes and physical components so that this is possible. At the same time, I think you all are using kind of intelligent phone where you are downloading all kind of apps. And this is most likely one of the greatest innovators in Earth, which is driving cloud business or automation business. Because as an individual, at least me, I'm used to drag apps as needed. and I'm throwing it away when I don't need it. And the same behavior is now slowly moving to data centers as well, so that the end customers are typically not requesting anymore some physical type of environment. They are just requesting the service. And if you are able to create infra in a way that you can select all the best components, it might be price reasons, it might be availability reasons, or something else. You always can select the physical location from where you are taking the physical infra, which is running those services or applications. And so far, at least I haven't seen any data center without physical boxes. And most likely it will stay like that. But in future, you will have much more possibilities. And I will speak about that a bit more. And then information. By information, I mean data. Our vision is to provide you a mechanism which allows you to put your data to several different locations and still use it as a one. Meaning that if you want to run, if you are in reseller business, let's say, if you are selling apples or whatever, and you have several shops worldwide, you have several locations where you are having information stored. But this mechanism is enabling you to watch over those all locations and drag it as a one big metadata. And this is one very crucial piece of information what you need to have. And if we are able to provide all these components and technologies behind of those components, we are moving to direction that we are not really using applications anymore. We are not using physical infra anymore, but we are just taking services out from the environment. From business perspective, it actually opens a lot of new doors. For those of you who are selling something maybe through cloud or some automated portal, it actually opens a new type of doors in a way that you might find new type of resellers for your services, what you are having, that you today even don't know. Because the infra applications and information is available through different mechanisms. You actually can create new kind of service approach where you are just selecting SLA-based computing model. And we will come back to this in a while. So from HP perspective, it really means this, that you can start to build services, applications, whatever, to your own premises as needed. And I know that all of you most likely have already done it. So you might have this traditional method, which means that if you need to have database application tomorrow, you are buying some physical components, maybe some operating systems and some applications, and you are putting it together and starting to use it like that. Then your next option is related to private cloud. And by saying private cloud, we are meaning automation, what we can put at the top of this layer to provide and provision automatically services from this physical engine. And I'm not sure if any one of you visited within our desk, but we are running all these things on live, and we are able to show you what it means from the service perspective, but I'm again coming to this point a bit later. Then one option, of course, is to give your valuable information to someone and say that please host it for me. It's not really hosting, but it's managing your infrastructure, data, and all connections between those. Or you can think that, okay, maybe tomorrow public cloud is doing something for me that I don't even know yet. And I have one very brilliant example of this. It was like 3 or 4 weeks ago in Finland when young singer called Justin Bieber was announcing that he's keeping concert in Finland. And I'm lucky to have 2 kids. Both are 13 and both are girls. And it was absolutely amazing how they were forcing me that, Daddy, you need to open all our PCs, what we are having here, take all possible connections and connect to reseller of those or ticket service immediately when it opens. And to have 3 machines open at the same time, we can make sure that we are not missing the tickets. And you can imagine if there is a 13,000 tickets available, and in Finland we have quite a few teenagers. How many physical hits are coming to this great service? Ticketing service is great, but the problem is that how to size this environment so that it's not too big, but it's fulfilling all requests what are coming through the net. And the way they have done it is that they are having kind of small private environment, which is enough to 95% of the use cases. And then they have link from this private machine to, I'm not sure if it's today managed, but to other location, where they are taking extra capacity when needed. And this was the way they were able to do it. And it took 3 minutes and 20 seconds, all tickets were gone. And they were calculating that how many hits for that web service came during this time frame, and it was a lot. And there are most likely much better examples, but this is one very practical example how we are seeing this. So our glue is here. And now I'm watching the same exact picture from a bit different angle. We are having these traditional silos, we are having private cloud engines, we are having managed cloud capabilities, and we are having public cloud capabilities. And by the way, all what you are seeing here is having product number. So these are not kind of promises for tomorrow. These all are existing products. So our vision is to provide mechanism at the top of physical layer in a way that you can start to use your existing environment, add some intelligence here, and you can then join to different locations. And from SLA perspective, this is great, because now you can create a service for some application where you are saying that it needs to be up and running 24/7 every day in the year. Or you might have a service which is not that critical. So within the definition of the service, what you are taking from here, you can specify what kind of SLA I'm getting out. Then the real cloud, from my perspective, is actually located here. Because this is a layer where the process automation is coming to place. This is just physical infra, it is servers, it is storage, it is networking, and all kind of combination from those. But here is really where the intelligence is living. And I will show you the HP components, what we have here. So we really can add second software layer at the top of this physical. And this second layer is now taking to game all applications, all process flows, or all connections to different data paths and all kind of process automation. And I really like to use word process automation because that's what it's all about. It can automate all kind of physical infra provisioning, and then at the top of that it is implementing all kind of software package and gluing it to your ERP system and etc. And this is the software stack what is doing that. And then we still have this data. Like I mentioned, that you can have several locations where you are holding the data. The data is also one very important part, because by putting this kind of glue, which is gluing all different silos, you actually now can have physical overview of all the data what you are having. And we are having several different products in here, which is making it possible to drag information from those data and move the data between the sites. So these three layers are what we are talking about today. Any questions or comments? Now we are really going back to down, and I'm starting to talk about different technologies what we are having, and I'm really starting from the virtualization. How many of you who are here now have not done any kind of virtualization to physical machines? Because I think that in Estonia and in Finland we are in pretty much same situation, that almost every vendor or every company has done some kind of virtualization. But the reason here why I'm starting from the virtualization is very simple. So first of all, the environment, physical environment, which is not virtualized, most likely is not very well utilized. Might be so that there are some spots which are more than 100, so that they are almost red, when you are running those boxes, but there might be some silos which are totally empty, or you are running like 5% or 10%. And this is really challenging for the finance, because if it's very unbalanced, so one side of the house is like red and one is totally empty, you are not really utilizing the physical investment what you have done. And as a HP, we were announcing virtual system methodology like 1.5 years ago. And I'm really opening this now at what it means. So step number one, what we are saying to our customers in Finland, that make sure that the virtualization is done properly and take full benefit out from that. For someone of you, it might mean VMware. For someone of you, it might mean something else. Might be Linux, might be Microsoft. We don't care. We are just saying that take full benefit out from the virtualization, because thinking in it in a logical way, it is first step you need to do. So from HP, you have two options. You can buy your virtualized environment as individual components, or you can use predefined technology stacks. So these are really one product number. Products comes as a one, and it's pre-tested, pre-built, and you are really fast way to go to production. So starting from the virtualization, like you all most likely know that we are having a lot of physical components within our portfolio. We have servers, we have storage, we have network, we have management, we have all kind of individual things. The last 2 years, HP has been providing kind of pre-built technologies built from these components. So whenever you are seeing a word HP VirtualSystem, it means that it's pre-packaged, pre-tested, pre-configured package made from this component plus virtualization components based on your needs. Then we have HP App System, and HP App System is a package for one dedicated software only. Might be like Exchange package, might be like database package, might be something else. But the idea in both of those is exactly the same. So those are predefined, pre-tested, pre-certified with the providers, etc. And then we have this cloud system. And now I'm opening these two. So virtual system approach is that it's very easy to order. It's pre-tested, and factories building those in a way that whenever they are coming to machine room, they are ready to go. So you are plugging the cables, putting some basic parameters, and it's up and running. But the bigger benefit most likely is here. It's been tested not only by HP, but also by virtualization provider. Might be VMware, might be Microsoft, or something else, Citrix. So we have built these packages together with those guys, meaning that we have tested these physical environments with certain type of workloads, and we know that how fast those are able to go and how far they are growing. And then it's very flexible. If you desire to go to virtualization by utilizing either this kind of machine or some existing machine, there is very clear path to cloud or to additional automation. This is what it's all about. The physical components what we are having in any of those systems are starting from the physical servers. So today we of course are using our ProLiant Gen 8 technology, which we know that it's really great technology on marketplace. Then we are having our storage layer, which is providing the storage capabilities. And currently we are using two different technologies from HP. We are using left-hand technology, or we are calling it P4000 left-hand, and we are using our 3-part technology. And there is one reason only why we are having just these two. We have some other storage boxes within the house as well. These are only technologies from HP which are acting in a way that you are having two empty glasses and kind of pipe between those glasses. And whenever you are turning water to one of the glasses, it's rebalancing itself. If you're adding more water, it's rebalancing again. If the cups are full, then you just add more, and it does exactly the same way. and you can move workloads between those storage boxes. And these are the reasons, because in virtualized environment, it's all about storage. If you make very bad decision on storage side here, most likely you are not able to go away from that. And we have seen it quite a few times. And by bad decision, I mean that if you are selecting technology which is not having high availability features as a native, these both are having. So it's not even possible to buy P4000 as a one unit. It's always doubled at least. And it's kind of grid-based architecture. More components you are needing, you are just adding those similar components, and it's easy like that. So this availability feature is something you really need to think while building virtualized environment. Then, of course, we have networking, and now it depends whether you have version which is made from blade system or from individual ProLiant technologies. You will have some different approaches here. And then as an option, these all other components are included always, but this is as an option. We have security option. So we are using ArcSight and Tipping Point from HP security, and these are kind of security software stacks and components which are making it really easy to have high-level security within the system. But I know that there are several other versions in the marketplace anyway, so this is optional. Then each package is having management, and of course, based on your choice, virtualization layer, and then this service package, which is starting from the factory integration and ending to single point of contact delivery method. So this is our virtual system. And to put some content and just to show you, we have several different options, and the smallest one, what we are having, is called very clever Virtual System 1. It is technology which is based on physical ProLiants and P4000 technology. It's scalable about up to 750 virtual machines with typical workload. So most of Finnish customer, it's at least enough, but might be some companies who are watching much bigger picture. Then we have Virtual System 2, which is now based on blade technologies. This is expandable for 2,500 virtual machines. So it goes quite big. And of course, Virtual System 3, which is having 3-par as a storage block, is going up to 6,000 virtual machines in one system. And just to prove that this technology is really doing like it says it does, this year Microsoft was having really big event in States, and this whole environment was built based on this one system. And during 5 days of that event, they were starting and stopping like 56,000 virtual machines to different purposes, training purposes, demo purposes, and all kind of weird things. But within 1 week, they were running like 56,000 virtual machines. So from HP perspective, this is world record. Last year or year before, when it was done differently, they were able to start like 36 or 37,000 virtual machines. So this automation is really helping here. And of course, if you need mission critical type of computing, we are having components, those as well. Okay, now when we have done this virtualization in a way or other, what next? If you want to add more automation, more clever things at the top of this physical infra, now you have option to move to different directions. And since we are open, it really doesn't matter if you want to use vCloud or Hyper-V Cloud or maybe HP Cloud or something else. These are totally transparent. And we are seeing this technology shift as a step. So when you are finalizing the first step, then you are ready to go to next step if needed. And might be so that within next 12 months your needs are changing. By selecting right ways to start, you are always ready to go to next level. And now, instead of jumping here, I'm jumping here. So now I'm starting to talk about HP Cloud technologies. Any questions so far? Oh, sorry, forgot. First, to show. This is one example of real virtual system building block. So this configuration, what I'm showing you here, is based on 6 physical machines, P8400 storage capacity and switches. So we also are adding these licenses and services through the whole stack. And how much you need to pay to get this kind of fully integrated virtual platform. And based on this configuration, we have some assumptions. One assumption is that one physical machine was built in a way that it's capable of running about 30 virtual machines. And now, by calculating this number, we are coming to a point that if you don't have any kind of environment and you need to start from the scratch, using this kind of mechanism here, the cost per virtual machine is pretty much like 50 euros per month. Just to give you an idea, what is the price level? Also, if you need to know, I can tell you exact euro number, how much euros you need to buy this one. And also, we are calculating this in a way that this all capacity is fully sold out or utilized, meaning that it's 100% utilized. So this is price level what you can have if you don't have virtualized environment. In Finnish market, typical or average virtual machine price from some web hoster or some service provider is like 100, 150 euros, and then you really have nothing. You have just small virtual physical machine. Here might be totally different, so this is mirroring the Finnish market, what we are seeing. And now to automation. Now we are adding additional layer at the top of this virtualized environment. And we are adding something which is called HP CloudSystem Matrix, which is this layer here. Like 1 year ago, it was possible to buy this CloudSystem Matrix stack, but then you had to buy physical components, physical storage, and all kind of individual components, and then you got this software stack. But today, you can have only this software stack if needed, and the price is fairly small. So now, if we are adding this layer, we are making it possible that we can join these different approaches together by utilizing bursting capabilities, what this CloudSystem Matrix is providing for you. And by the way, CloudSystem Matrix is visible on the stand, so go to Timo, and Timo will show what kind of thinking we are having around this product. So whenever you're adding this one, there are 2 options. You can add it as a software stack only, and I would say as a rule of thumb that how much you have to pay. If you are buying like 5 physical servers and you are paying like, I don't know how much you have to pay, 30k euros. It's like 10 to 15% from that price, and you will get this software stack as well. About like that. And when you are getting this CloudSystem Matrix, actually the biggest thing you are getting is this HP Cloud Map technology. Does any one of you know what it really means? Have you heard any? Okay, I will show you, because it's really something you should know. It's kind of time machine. What it does, it is prepackaged application template. Free download from HP Web, and it is XML file which is providing you ready-to-go environment so that you can start up those environments like that. It's fully tailorable, so you can tune it as needed, but it is just putting these different steps together, and it's been done by HP Labs and by HP customers and HP partners, so that this is predefined service. Might be like Exchange service, might be like SQL service, might be like some web service or whatever. There are several hundred different packages. And you can go to HP website and you can download it for free, as well as you can download this CloudSystem Matrix software stack for free. But before downloading it, go to our demo facilities over there, and you will see how it works and what is the benefit from that. So If you download it, then you just import it to designer tools, what you are getting with the matrix. So there is a designer tool where you are designing services. And when you are happy with the design you have done, you are just putting it to web portal so that your customers might be some department or whatever to whom you are offering services. And you are releasing this to service catalog, and then the end users can go and order. And this machine is doing totally automatically. So it's automation tool. That's what it's HP Cloud Maps. Now I'm showing you also the structure, how we are seeing that this goes. In this example, I'm having physical hardware stack. It is blade-based configuration. It is having this HP Matrix software stack. It's having HP Cloud Maps, which belongs under this one. It's having full support and startup services. And by having this kind of environment, you are now having orchestration tool and provisioning tool, which are automating your stuff. So these are just lines from individual products which are included with the package. If you are taking this one is changing your virtualized environment to infra as a service model. This is still infra as a service. You can have physical components included with the automatic provisioning like storage, networking, physical servers or virtual servers. You can add virtual environments like ESX or whatever. And this automatic tool is really providing you ready-to-go machine. But still, it's nothing else but infra as a service. And it's really important to understand. So in this example, we are having still 6 physical machines and using same mechanism. Price per virtual machine in here is like 16 euros over 3 years. And this one is also having the physical components, except storage. Storage is not included here because we didn't want to put it here because most customers are having some kind of centralized storage box, which will stay several years still. So we decided to only show the pricing for the provisioning tools, infra as a service model. Not bad. Really moving to real cloud, and we are talking about HP CloudSystem Enterprise. From the layer perspective, we are now in here. So we are adding now process automation, which is taking these physical components we were just creating with HP Matrix. It is how to describe, it's kind of, Marko, what is kapellimestari in Estonia? Okay, it's a music man who is leading the whole orchestra. So, yeah. So this software stack is pretty much like that. So first it is watching that, okay, what I'm asked. Then it's selecting different components and different processes and putting it all together. It's adding kind of quality measuring points and all kind of fancy things. It is joining those new services what you are grabbing out to your billing system and doing all kind of weird things. But now this is the layer which is actually now enabling new kind of business model. I don't know your businesses, but if you have anything to do with software layers or small applications and like that, this is the tool which makes it possible to sell applications which are tied to different physical locations. So again, example from Finland. There is a software company which is making financing software for small and very small environments, and we are calling it Passeli. It's a really small software piece, and it is meant to be on the finance side only, so that three man and a dog kind of companies can actually get full stack from that software stack. And they made it in a way that the small software company which was here, they didn't have machine rooms, and they had absolutely no capabilities to sell this through the brokers. But they were contacting the broker who was having this layer, and this layer was actually pointing to several different locations and several different data center facilities. And they created the model that there was a software as a service. And then this broker was saying that if you want to have SLA1 type of service, the physical infra is like 10 euros per something, and this private cloud is a bit more, it's like 12, this might be like 15, and this might be like 7 or 8. And it's up to you. You tell me the SLA, and we will provide you software as needed. So this automation layer is pretty much changing the game. And there are several examples worldwide where you can go to different websites, and it's actually done by this. It's not very well-known fact, but 8 out of 10 world's most trafficked websites are done at least partly by this technology. Now, if we are adding this enterprise stack at the top of Matrix, what we just had. So Matrix was how much per virtual machine? Are you sleeping? What? Close. Not that cheap. One more, 16. Yeah. So in this Matrix part, we had that. But now you need to understand that when you are adding this layer, this is not anymore for the smaller environments. Because it's not because of the licensing, but it's because of the process. Whenever you are starting to build any kind of cloud, it's not really technology what is expensive, but it is the project. You need to tie your internal resources, and you need to buy external capabilities, etc., so that you can build it. And if you are missing that one, most likely you might have brilliant components, but you still don't get the benefit out from that. So now we are adding a bit more. So we are creating now service environment where we are having one-touch provisioning, meaning that there is a nice graphical web interface which is showing all the services you are able to offer. It's having all kind of linking mechanisms between application and physical infra and chargeback, etc. And you are having all kind of lifecycle management tools, meaning that the service what you are providing from that engine can actually change over the time, and this model is following it. And it's totally open. It doesn't matter if you are having physical infra from IBM, storage from EMC, something from HP. It is exactly the same. This environment sits wherever. Not even Matrix is needed. You really can buy this stack as a one. So this is what we mean by being open. So we don't have relation between this software and HP. Of course, it might be in a way that if you are having HP Matrix and this software stack, it's providing a bit more, like it does, but it's not really needed. And then we are coming to point, and this example also shows that this stack now is having physical infra. So it's fully populated C7000 plate chassis from HP, 16 physical machines and all components what those are needing, and this software stack. I'm just watching if we have any questions at this point, because each one of these subjects is a big part, and I'm just really taking the small pieces out from those. But just to give you an idea that the cloud is something which is really far away and really expensive, you really can create small automated engine to your own facilities quite easily. 5 minutes left. So, as a HP, we believe that we have best-in-class technology, and by saying that we mean we know that our physical servers are quite well known, and there is a huge amount of nice things inside of those machines. Even they look pretty much same than the Dell and IBM. But we know that especially with Gen 8, we are having a lot of technologies what the others don't have. One example is if you go again to our booth, you will see that Gen 8 is a technology It is just standard server, which is connecting to HP public cloud, and it's transferring all events and all problems and all service information to public cloud, which is given to you whenever you're buying that kind of machine. And from that service portal, you will see the live status of all components what you are having, and it's totally free. If you want to outsource monitoring of your physical infra, you can give that portal to partner you are working with, like ATEA. They can take care of your systems and they can monitor and follow without having access to your data centers anyway. It's really nice graphical tool. And then, of course, there are management and converged information options which are related to storage pretty much. But then this hybrid delivery. So by utilizing HP CloudSystem Matrix as a small environment, you can build environment which is capable to burst. I mean, by saying burst, I mean that taking additional capacity like from Amazon, from HP public cloud, from some other public clouds, if needed. And this all is done by utilizing these cloud maps. Cloud map is the definition of the service you are offering out. And if you go to definition of the service, you can say that, okay, I'm having physical capabilities until 4 physical machines. If these are running out, burst from Amazon. This is one mechanism which is automatically coming with the products. And then this open extensible architecture means that we are really open, and companies who started to use our cloud system mechanisms, we are actually offering kind of partner community, meaning that at least Finnish service providers and vendors are really seeing that it doesn't make any sense anymore to have everything by themselves. Might be so that they are really good on virtual machine provisioning and database provisioning, but they are really poor on some other application stuff. So they can really join their forces and find new type of business models. And this is really crucial thing. And then again, experience is something that we really believe. In EMEA, by saying EMEA, I mean Europe, we are having something like 750 customers who are using either Cloud System Matrix or Cloud System Enterprise or some kind of combination from those. So we believe that we have experience from those environments. So from technology point of view, we are fine, and we also believe that in long run, you can create new kind of business by utilizing this kind of products. So now I have just 1 minute time, so if there are any questions. You are like Finnish audience. No one is asking anything. So we must be somehow very close to each other. So if there are now no questions, thanks for your time, and please visit our booth. We will show you real examples from the environments. Thank you.